involved and we really focus on the community. The community seemed to demand more of a full service, so we're holding open houses, staff's holding open houses, sellers are holding open houses, so anyone who wants to hold an open house for us, other than other agents, traditional agents,
I've had calls from agents asking.
and they constantly call because of the exposure. So our office is a little bit different in terms of how agents are compensated when they're out in the field prospecting and that type of thing.
You know, Pat, I just have one quick comment on what
Sure.
Pat was sharing. As the franchise sales guy, I get more people who want to open an office in Chino Hills than anywhere else in the country, hands down. I probably could have sold 10 franchises there, Pat.
Please don't.
What he's talking about is true, because I get the leads, and they come in for Chino Hills because every broker in town knows that he gets business, they see his signs up. Every time I talk to one of them, they say, I want to be here, because everybody uses Help You Sell here.
Thank you.
You know, so,
How do you pay your agent? I know you pay them, but what is it?
Well, when we,
you know, we're kind of a mixed group here, we have some salespeople as well. Probably the best to leave that complicated for Powell.
yeah, let's do that. And I'll give you a personal story. I brought one of my agents to a meeting, one of these meetings years ago, and that topic came up, and it created lots and lots of tension. But we're not all brokers. We do have some assistants and buyer's agents in here, and we don't want to put any broker in an uncomfortable position. We all would like to ask those questions, but let's be respectful, and maybe in the hallway or other places, we can have that conversation among ourselves. Okay? Now, you asked if Richie, if one of your guys hold an open house and seller lead comes in.
okay, so let's say one of my agents are sitting open, buyer walks in. We're gonna get flat fee on the listing side, and we're gonna get our, whatever they were offering to the other realtor. 2.5, 3, whatever it was. If I'm sitting my own open house, it's my own listing, and I sell it, a lot of times I'll just take the set fee twice and that's it.
Let's talk about lead generation. Unless you got something you want to add to that last question, Karen. All right, about lead generation. Tell me, Karen, let's start with you. Now, where's your, and tell us, I want you guys to tell us your best. Don't tell me everything you're doing, because if you're doing something that's not generating leads, let's not agree on that one. Tell us what's bringing in leads, buyers or sellers or whatever.
Yard signs.
Okay?
That's typically, we ask how they heard about us, since we see your signs everywhere. And I think I can be immune to seeing where the signs are everywhere, but the community sees them. So I think you can have directionals at every possible site. Yeah. We had an agent who had this large tract of land and put up this huge billboard for the land, and it was right off Route 81, which is a major thoroughfare. And the real reason he did it was because all the other agents in the area said, there's no way you're ever going to sell that piece of property. So he was on a mission that he was going to do everything he could, and he did, and then he got this paid for this huge sold sign to go up it that we left up probably 2 months afterwards. So,
It was amazing.
yeah.
Yard signs, no, that's always number one. How about other areas where you guys are generating leads? Website leads, or I think you still do a free weekly list. Yes.
Yeah, we have one. Actually, I don't know that that generates leads as much. We started doing radio advertising.
Okay.
And it's on a very conservative radio talk show in our area. And I guess this year and again for next year, $6,000 for the year. And we targeted the months that are key months. We'll start it in February. It's like $200 per month. And they're little spot ads. And then there's some that are 30-second ads, a little bit longer. That's probably been
good. Richard, you do some radio too,
Yeah,
right?
well, that's how I started also. It was just kind of, this guy came to me, and it's definitely the talk radio, the conservative stations. I don't know why, but they're smart people that listen. Literally, when I first started that, the guy came to me and said, look, let's just do a 3-month thing, no obligation after that. I said, okay, let's try it. You hear the commercial, and literally the people will call from the car, which is amazing. So I definitely know radio work. But again, it depends on your area and how you can do that. And then I do TV commercials also. I've been another guy at the station and worked on a duo, and it's, so it's pretty good, pretty affordable.
Did you make that TV commercial?
Yeah, we did.
Are you in that TV
No,
commercial?
no,
Okay.
that's why it's good. That's why I do radio. I look for radio. But I just, of course, all the internet stuff. I just started the Zillow thing and actually been getting some buyer leads, which was amazing. So I was kind of skeptical on it.
How many of you guys are having good success from Zillow or Trulia? Okay. One better than the other one? Zillow's much better? How about you guys? Trulia's better for you? Is it? Okay.
As far as the number of leads or?
I would say overall quality of leads and numbers of the rest. I mean, if you get one, it's great, but it's only one versus 10 that are all judged. But,
Is the guy from Zillow here right now?
No.
Okay.
Really good.
The only thing about Zillow was like just, you always get the seller that calls in, oh, but Zillow says it's worth it, and it's way off. It's like, what the heck are you guys using for these valuations?
oh, yeah, they're terrible.
But that's the only negative thing I can say about it, but the leads, they're pretty good.
We have had a lot of success with Zillow, and Cheryl has come up with some really cool responses back to them, and we've done really well with Zillow lately. So I encourage you to keep working those.
There's also Realtor.com too, you can do on that one.
Realtor.com, I think Marie, you were involved with that for a while, you left it.
No, I'm involved with it now, they've got a new program that I really like.
Is it generating leads?
Yeah, generating seller leads.
Seller leads?
Yeah, and, what would you say about it, we have to do it.
Well, what's just 30 seconds?
It's called Market Snapshot, and what it is if anybody goes on to Realtor.com in the Santa Rosa area and says, I want to know what my home is worth, they will send them a, what they call a market snapshot of their area, and it has my picture, my name, and my contact on it, and then they send it to them again every month for a period of time. And part of that is, they told me to pick 400 homes in an area, and I picked it right around my office, and and I got the title company gave me the addresses and all that information, and every week they send 30 of the cards out for me to those homes, asking them if they'd like to know if their home is worth.
Okay.
And so between the market snapshot and the mailing out 30 cards a month, I've only been doing it like 3 months now, and it was $1,300 for a year. And I like it very much.
Have
because
you-
I'm getting leads and it's good quality.
Have you got any listings from it yet?
Yes, I'm this close to one of them, yeah.
Okay. And you've been doing it for 3 months?
Well, I started 3 months ago, but actually we've been doing it 2 months.
2 months, okay.
Because I was away for a little while.
Okay. All right. Very good, thank you. John, I know y'all do some, not you, thank the Lord, but Maria does some TV commercials.
I have more of that radio face too.
Hey, if you haven't met Maria, she's a whole lot more interesting than John. John, I would encourage you to get
Here, she should be up there.
Yeah.
Well,
She
you
would
speak for
be.
yourself. You
Grant, tell us what's generating leads. Is it the TV commercials? Is it?
Well,
Website,
probably there's leads and there's actual business, and we get a lot of leads through Trulia, through the various websites. We distribute those leads to the agents. It's mostly buyer leads, so we have a fairly decent conversion rate on those. But we do so many things, and it's like a puzzle. It all kind of fits together, and it's hard to say that, if I left this out or that out, how it would affect the overall results. But the thing that we do is we focus on people that we know either are selling their house or should be selling their house. Okay, so people who are expireds, they want to sell their house. So we focus a marketing campaign strictly to expired listings.
Can I ask you what that is?
It's we have letters, we have flyers, we have cards. It's a series of things.
How often are they getting hit? Once a week or once every 3 days?
Once a week for three weeks.
For 3 weeks. Pretty good results from that?
It's spotty, but we do get results. It's enough that we wouldn't want to stop it.
Okay.
So for sell by owners, we don't have that much. We send out to them, but in this market, we're not seeing a lot of for sale by owners. Other people that really should want to sell their house and don't even know that, maybe not even know, there's people who are getting behind on their mortgage and are going to end up being foreclosure if they don't do something. So these people, a lot of them, it's an education process. They don't know that they have options. They don't know that there's things like short sales or loan modifications or other things that are out there that could save them from foreclosure. So we get leads from a title company that sends us a list of people and zip codes that we request that are 30 or 60 days behind on their mortgage. And then we send a letter to them saying, you know, there's options to foreclosure. Same thing, we send a series of contacts out to them. You know, we target areas, we have target mailings to certain areas, we have inserts in a retirement community newsletter that we're sending out. But, you know, all this stuff works together and you know, you get a few from here and a few from there. And, you know, but I would say our buyer side transactions are mainly coming through the websites, truly, that type of thing.
Are any of you guys mailing to your past clients or your sphere of influences on a regular basis? Is it productive, and how often do you mail to them? And why are you sending them? Or are you doing it through mail, or are you doing it through email?
Well, just since I have the mic, we were doing that quite regularly, and we kind of got away from it just because we got so busy. It's one of those things that got pushed to the back burner. I will say that when we did it, we got really good results from that. And you know, a lot of our business does come from repeat business, word of mouth, you know, that type of thing that people just tell other people about us, especially if they're getting in a bind where they're having trouble paying the mortgage. And as I say, Maria's developing quite a reputation as being able to process those and get the deal done. So a lot of agents do short sales, not a lot of them that are all that successful with them and getting them done.
John, was that Buffini and Company that you worked with? Yeah. Okay.
What Cheryl and I have gone back to, it was like John, our CIs have just been really good for us over the years, but we got away from it. Just didn't mean to, it just kind of happened. And what we used to do, and we're going back to it, is we're buying one of those ugly big old calendars that you write on, and we're sticking it in her office, and between now and January 1st, we're going to schedule every month CIs in our marketing. We're getting right back to the basic marketing plan for the whole year, because you say, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to mail those CIs. It just kind of slips. And for us, that's a big, that's leading into a lot of leads for us.
So for those of us that are branded at home, tell us what a CI is.
Oh, CI, it's real easy. It's anyone who would recognize you. Past client, someone you go to church with, you coach your kids' team, anyone who would recognize you. And it's a sphere of influence, and we just hit them constantly, or you should hit them constantly, and it's just referral business. And I'm real big on not sending them recipes. Okay? I'm real big on sending them facts. I want them to see me as a professional consultant, not someone who knows how to bake or something like that. So send good stuff, in my opinion. But this is about them, not me. Yeah.
Okay, and again, John,